Hello and welcome to NARC Victim Anonymous. I have been a victim of narcissistic abuse for about 22 and a half years. Please do not regard my channel as a joke because of the name of the channel, because I do not show my face or I have disguised my voice. I am truly embarrassed. I share my experience as a victim for the past 22 and a half years. So if this helps just one person, I am truly grateful. This is therapy for me. So I just want to thank you for listening. Today, I'm going to talk about the narcissist and their phone. A narcissist will keep their phone on silent. You hardly ever hear that phone ring, or you hardly ever hear that text message notification go off. Okay? They guard their phone with their life. You will never be able to get into their phone at all. You know why? They do not want to let you know what they've been doing in that phone. And a lot of them, especially if it's text messages or it's photos of them exchanging with the people they've been messing with, is because they always like to refer back to those photos. So you would think they would just delete the text message or get rid of the photos or things of that nature. They don't do that because those are souvenirs for them. Those are keepsakes, as so to say. So they can't get rid of them, but yet you will never, ever be able to get into their phone. And again, it's always on silent. You could hardly ever use their phone. Don't even think about asking to use their phone, because you won't get it. They don't want you to see what's inside of it. So let me tell you one time. Now keep in mind, and plus a narcissist is never without their phone. They always have their phone. So let me tell you what happened one time. Now this is a time I was completely done with the narcissist, but it was a special event, and okay, so I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. It was a special event, and I was out with that narcissist. Okay. Now after the event, now keep in mind it wasn't a date, or it wasn't anything like that. It was just some special occasion, and we had to come together. Okay. Now after the event, I you know how you, again, my spidey senses always go off after the special event. I knew something was going on. Now keep in mind, this whole time the narcissist will have you thinking that they're not dating, that they're not doing anything except waiting on you to welcome them back with open arms. And we all know that's not true, because the narcissist cannot be without somebody. They cannot be alone. The most of the time they can be alone, maybe a week. Maybe a week. But after that, they're not gonna be alone for long. 2 weeks at the max, but I still say a week. So I knew something was off, right? And so I text the narcissist, and I said, and only because I remember I told you the story about that time that he wasn't where he was supposed to be. It was that type of feeling that I had. So I text him, and I said, just wanted to make sure you made it home okay. Now, I didn't get a text back until that morning. I already knew what time he had to go to work. Okay. So it was around that time, meaning he was away from this person, female. He had been with that female all when he left the event. He had been with that female that whole time up until the next morning. Now, he could not text me or call me back while he was with her. So he waited till he had to go to work that next morning. And I got a text back. Let me tell you what that text said. That text said he left his phone at a relative's house. He didn't get my text until this morning. You hear my silence? That's how it was. But I was more or less mad at myself because I already knew. Why did I have to text him? And I already knew how I was going to feel when I knew he was going to come back with a lie. So I put myself through that. And that's what we got to stop doing. Because when he texted me back that morning and said he left his phone at a relative's house, I knew he was lying. Because let me tell you, a narcissist will leave their phone nowhere. He's got too many people texting him to see what's up. So he's not going to leave that phone, not even for one night. So I knew that was a lie. And what did I do? I was so mad I could spit fire. But why were you mad? Why were you mad? Because you already knew what the deal was. You hadn't talked to this person in about a year. An event happens to where you had to meet, where you meet up. I don't know why. And you know what it is? In the back of your mind, you're foolish. I'm foolish enough. Not you, me. I'm foolish to think that maybe he still loves me. That's why it's went on 22 years. Because I'm thinking maybe he still loves me. And I knew better. But what? You play these mind games with yourself. Even though you know you're still holding on to hope. Why are you holding on to hope? Because you know you're not going to be with him. You know he's not going to do right. So why put yourself through that? I have no idea why I do that. And I have no idea why I did that. But needless to say, don't ever, ever believe a narcissist has left their phone somewhere. Because they haven't. They have their phone with them at all times. The only way a narcissist will not have their phone is if they were in some type of accident to where they were hospitalized and they were transported to the hospital. So only during that transportation time is when they won't have their phone. Because while they are in that hospital bed, if they are awoke and they're okay, they'll still have that phone. Trust and believe.